If you're from Detroit, I'm sure you're familiar with Young Boys Incorporated, Y.B.I, and another group from that same era, Pony Down.
In Detroit, big money in the pockets of small boys has the attention of federal investigators. The New York Times reported today that authorities are trying to crack drug rings, paying the boys thousands of dollars to work as runners, distributing heroin to addicts. One 11-year-old was arrested with $2,000 in his pockets. And one auto dealer said a 15-year-old bought a Mercedes-Benz recently.
Pony Down kind of formed as a response to Young Boys Incorporated.
There was a time in Detroit when young people got out of school thinking that they could go into the factories and get jobs. They can't do that anymore. General Motors has closed most of its plants. Those jobs are gone. The factories are gone. The hope is gone.
In fact, some black community leaders told us that the drug industry is now the biggest employer of young black men in Detroit.
Do you understand your right?
Crack rules in a city where once cars were king.
Detroit.
Rise of the teenage drug kingpin in urban America. Before crack cocaine was ever heard of, Young Boys Incorporated and Pony Down were infamous for using kids, 11, 12-year-olds, as runners.
Y.B.I, the only difference, Y.B.I start, at least from what I can recall, they started earlier, and this whole concept of using two things that people didn't use before, which was young kids that were juveniles and taxi cabs to do the drug deals, because you can't forfeit taxi cabs, although I think they eventually did.
Was Pony Down, what was the level of sophistication of them and the size versus Y.B.I?
Pretty close to the same to me, I'd say. You know, they had a lot of guys. I mean, I'd say for 3 or 4 years, I didn't do much that wasn't somehow affiliated with them. You know, somebody'd get stopped for a pistol, somebody'd get stopped with some drugs, and a lot of the other lawyers that, you know, worked around me, they were pretty active, let's put it that way. They were very active. They're tough guys. They can take it when they go to jail. They're real crooks. They know that's part of it. They know you got to pay lawyers' fees. They know you got to pay bonds. They don't whine and complain. They know they did it. If you get them a great deal, or if you have a tribal case and you win it, they're appreciative. They don't, as far as I could see, they don't go straight.